I'm Judith Lewis, and while I have worked in the gambling and bingo industries before, I'm not at the moment.
Hi, I'm Julia Logan, and while I also have had many iGaming clients before, online bingo has not been one of those verticals that I've been actively engaged with. So this is something totally new to both of us at the moment, and welcome to the SERP show where today we're looking at online bingo.
Excellent. So let's take a look at those SERPs. Now, of course, we've had a little bit of a nose at them prior to now, and we've been taking a look at them over a period of time. And we've seen some interesting things in the search results pages.
So basically, if we look at the search trends in Google, what we can see is the interest in online bingo spikes as soon as the lockdown begins.
Yeah. And you can understand why, because people who used to socialize at bingo and who used to go out for bingo on a Friday night or Saturday, all of a sudden they're trapped inside. And what are you going to do? Take your favorite pastime from offline to online.
Yeah, and it's quite interesting to see the related queries.
Yeah. I love the online bingo with friends because it definitely shows that kind of community aspect that's so important.
We will later look at the particular SERPs for this one query because it's quite interesting. And apart from that one, best online bingo sites UK, this is kind of predictable. If somebody has never played bingo online, they probably want to know their options.
Yeah, and while people do trust Google to a certain extent, they're also looking for reviews of bingo hall sites just to make sure that they're not going to get scammed, because there are still a lot of horror stories out there about people's money being taken. So they're looking for what other people have reviewed and feel okay and comfortable doing.
Yep. And quite a few searches are related to specific brands of online bingo sites. Virgin, William Hill.
Yep. Yeah. So we can see clearly that there are things like Gala Bingo, Iceland Bingo. Iceland in the UK is, a supermarket.
Yes, frozen food.
I don't often go to my local frozen food store to play bingo, but hey, some people might. We are, of course, only joking because a lot of places have a lot of different types of bingo, and there are different bingo games. And so they can get called a lot of different things. And of course, the country of Iceland also, mustn't forget them.
Oh, yeah. So if we look at the actual SERPs for online bingo, there is something quite typical for iGaming SERPs, where if you take the most generic term, like say online casino or online bingo or betting online or something like that, what you are likely to see is just the actual brands and hardly ever any affiliate sites. So if we are looking at these, what we see is a bunch of ads, and then we see Mecca Bingo, Gala Bingo.
Yeah.
Then there is this big people also ask block, which we will get back to later because this is quite interesting. This I tell you, this is, here's a spoiler. This is one big chance for affiliates to get into these SERPs, to break through the large brands and get some spotlight on their own sites.
Yep.
Where otherwise they wouldn't be able to get any visibility whatsoever.
Exactly.
So
and then we come down into the rest of the big brands, so people who often have offline as well as online. Although Foxy Bingo's online, you do see a huge amount of offline advertising for people like Foxy, for Sun. You see Sun Bingo has a lot of TV ads. Yep.
There it is. Mirror Bingo.
Yep. Well, Mirror I
Tombola.
haven't seen lately, but Tombola you do see a lot of.
Uh-huh.
So you are seeing a lot of people who have significant offline investment, whether in a physical bingo hall or a huge amount of TV advertising.
Mm-hmm. And what's interesting here is if we click through these sites, basically what's interesting here is that some of them will not be the best user experience even. Okay, this one probably doesn't like my proxy, but so far so good. At least we're loading and yeah, I could use it if I
Yeah.
wanted to. And if we go to this Sun Bingo, this is the
Oh,
worst experience ever. Basically, like
yeah.
I said before in the previous shows, what I'm using during these shows is the private windows. So basically, I'm trying to make sure that these SERPs that we're looking at are not affected by anything like my previous searching history and so on and so
Yeah.
on. So apparently they want to plant something onto my browser that the private browsing window won't let them do.
Yeah.
So they are throwing up this sort of a message saying that they can't be viewed using private browsing.
Which is a terrible experience. I mean, Google, come on. We're
Yes.
you can't shove people to a site that is not able to be used in every browser. And Sun Bingo or Mirror Bingo, whichever one that one was, please
Mirror
stop doing
Bingo,
that.
yeah. No, Mirror Bingo does the same.
Also blocks you. And it's a really poor experience from Google search results. So I realize that probably we're in the minority, but what is Mirror and what is Sun doing to our browsers that they're forcing us to only use it in a non-private mode? That's really bad. And Google is just pushing them to the front page and giving them that benefit of being on the front page while they're giving a really bad user experience.
And I mean, we understand that probably it's not even their own personal idea of how to set these things up, or maybe not even their own personal way of implementing this, because apparently they are using exactly the same platform. So they are the brands under which these bingo sites are being pushed, but basically they are not the developers of this actual platform that
Yeah.
they are using. And I mean, it has been ridiculously easy compared to the previous times. It has been ridiculously easy in the last few years for anybody to start their own online casino or their own online bingo sites or anything of the sort,
Yeah.
because some companies are offering white label solutions where you pay X amount, which is definitely lower than it used to cost to open up your own online casino. And
Yeah.
you just get a ready-made software solution for your online casino or your online bingo room. And that's what you do. But while this makes things a lot easier for many such companies, many
Uh-huh.
such brands,
Mm-hmm.
it also takes away the flexibility and the control that you could have over your site and how it operates and how it looks and how you can optimize it and how you can speed it up and so on and so on.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
basically, that's the problem of many online gambling sites, especially the ones using some kind of white label solution like this.
Yeah.
Uh, I've had clients like that who came to me to do an on-site audit, and
Mm,
I'm telling them you have to fix this and this and this and this, only
yep.
to hear, oh, but we can't fix this and this and this because this is what this software solution comes with, and
Yeah.
I don't think we can change it. Or if we do change it, we have to go through the developer, which is like a third-party company selling
Mm,
this solution to people or to brands.
yeah,
So
exactly.
that's often a problem.
And it doesn't mean that you shouldn't rank them, but to give this kind of a bad experience to people is really something that I would think normally in a different vertical would end up with that company being pushed down. And the title tags, all of them are so similar to each other. So if we look at Sun Bingo here, and we're taking a look at what, the text-only version or the full version?
No, I'm just taking the look at the cache in Google. Yep. Basically, it's empty. So it must mean that the site is quite JavaScript heavy. And while Google can render JavaScript, the cache is not the rendered version. So basically what you get to see here is just an empty page.
Yeah, you get to see blue sky.
And even if you go to the text-only version, that doesn't get any better. It's just a blank page. That's it.
Yeah, and not many people, obviously, these days are going to have text-only browsers, but it would help to have something there that someone can see to say, oh, you need to turn JavaScript on your browser or whatever. Something to point people to the fact that we all know people who play bingo, and they aren't necessarily the most tech-savvy people in the world. So helping them out with your site isn't fully functional for them for whatever reason. They're in a tablet browser that doesn't work well. It would really help.
Also, if we're thinking about the typical audience for online bingo, like elder people, not necessarily with the most modern computers.
Yep.
So yeah.
Exactly. So anything can go wrong. But obviously, if you're buying a third-party solution, it's quite difficult. But what was really interesting, I thought as well, was the fact that people were not just looking for online bingo, but online bingo with friends. And we went and looked to see if it was a brand, because the search volume was so high.
Some kind of a motto, one of those brands or something like this.
Yeah.
Apparently, yeah. And if you see, the people also search for a blog that shows after we have visited those sites.
Yep.
For Foxy Bingo, what we have, one of the suggestions is online bingo with friends. So yeah, if we look at online bingo with friends, apparently it's not a brand. It's not related to one of those brands. It's just a query that people apparently search for. And as we have seen here, it's on the rise.
Exactly.
It's a popular query. Where was it? Bingo online with friends. So basically, people are looking literally for a solution to play bingo online with their friends.
Yeah, it's as simple as that. It's not a catchphrase or anything like that. It's just people want to play with friends or play online bingo.
The lockdown.
Yeah, some people want to play with friends in a different way. We're just talking about bingo.
Okay, and here also, as well as in online bingo SERPs, we have people also ask.
Exactly.
So before we switch our attention to online bingo with friends, I suggest we look at what's here in online bingo SERPs.
Yeah, in the people also ask section.
Yeah. What's the best online bingo? Right?
That's a good question. What is the best online bingo? Well, hey, look at this.
There's a list of sites, and basically I think this is our first affiliate sites in these SERPs.
Yeah.
I mean, this entire page of results is nothing but brands, the actual providers or white labeling providers, right? Of online bingo solutions.
Yeah.
Places you could go and actually play. Even if we go to like the second page, there's also not much in terms of affiliate sites.
Exactly.
Okay, onlinebingo.co.uk. I think that's an affiliate site, and that's probably the first affiliate site that actually appears in the organic SERPs.
Yeah.
Hard Bingo, that's another brand. 32 Red, that's another brand. Brown Bingo, again. Betfair, again. Ledbrokes, all the big players.
Yeah. Paddy Power, Virgin.
Actually, even 2 entries for Paddy Power.
Yeah, good going, Paddy Power. Love to see that.
Yeah. So, yeah, actually, this is Bingo Views, the site that appears here in the People Also Ask section.
Which is first page. Not quite above the fold, but very high up.
Yeah, very high up. Basically, you have the ads, you have 2 organic results, and then right away, People Also Ask.
We're not going to say that they're necessarily unbiased.
Yeah.
It might have a little bit to do with what the payouts are for various different affiliates.
Affiliate commissions, yeah, and the conditions of those commissions, perhaps.
Yeah.
So yeah, apparently this is an affiliate site, and this is the list that we're seeing in that answer.
Yeah.
Here's that list. Okay, and they say our criteria for a bingo site to make this list. And they have this quite ambiguous, I would say, list that you could indeed adjust to whatever fits your affiliate purposes. But basically, here's a very detailed review of each bingo site with a link to go and play on that site.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the usual suspects.
Of
all
course.
The ones that we have seen, quite a few of these we have seen in those SERPs.
Yeah.
And here we go.
And
A list
actually,
of 10 sites.
Besides Heart, it pretty much reflects the top 10. So Heart, as we saw, was on page 2, but the rest were all on page 1. So we're not really seeing anything out of the ordinary. They're not illuminating something that Google hasn't shown to us before. They're just pulling out the ones that, you know, we can see as well for ourselves in the top 10, top 12. And yeah, they probably have some of the best payouts for their affiliates. And so get onto the list.
Right. So if we now switch to online bingo with friends,
of course, we remember
slightly more interesting.
Yeah.
In terms of diversity between the actual affiliate sites. Online Bingo Co. UK, that's an affiliate site. Next one, Odds Checker, that's a large affiliate site.
Yeah.
And
then Microsoft.
Microsoft. Okay, has Microsoft become a bingo affiliate last we checked? No.
Sadly, no.
Apparently, this is the download of a bingo game app for your Windows phone or something like that. Now then, we also have Apple App Store and Google Play. So basically, there are mobile apps for bingo.
Exactly.
And these are ranking, and maybe indeed some of those games even allow for interaction with your friends as you are playing. So fair enough. Online bingo, blah, 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 with friends. So yeah, apparently those are the apps that let you do just this, play online bingo with friends.
Yeah. It's strange because we both, being in marketing, we both assumed that it was a tagline. Play online bingo with friends or online bingo with friends was a tagline, and that people were just searching the tagline. But no, they just wanted to play with friends.
Yeah. So that's interesting. Now then, another thing that has drawn my attention is which is the best online bingo site UK? It seems a little bit manipulated, doesn't it, Judith?
Well, it does seem like somebody's deliberately typed that in. I'm not sure, given what other people have typed in as queries, that something as convoluted as what is the best bingo site UK would be the query. Because don't forget, Google is supposed to be giving us local results now. So Google should be clearing up any problem. And how many bingo sites are there really in the search results from anywhere but the UK?
Right. So, and the answer comes from bingosites.co.uk.
Not a very good-looking result.
Affiliate site.
Yeah, but seriously, guys, clean that up. That looks terrible.
Yeah, like bingo, best bingo sites 2020, and then there goes this affiliate table. And this 11 more rows is basically the link to the site. So this is nothing but SERP jacking, link jacking, or whatever you would call this. Basically, this is the way for this little site to get clicks to their site. And if we actually go to that site, there we go.
We can see it's just a table. Yep.
It's just a table. And because it's a table, It's like the advice that all those articles give you for getting into featured snippet. Have a list or a table.
Yeah. SEMrush had a really good slide deck on this. They gave a really good presentation at In Orbit in 2019, which might be online. But if you check with SEMrush, they should have that research piece they did with A.J. Gerkich, and it's really informative as to how to push yourself into these people also ask. So good job, affiliates. You know, I love a good affiliate pushing themselves into the SERPs. So it's always good to see that happening. And this is crap, but, you know, clean it up a bit, make it look a little sexier, and it'll be a good job done.
Yep. But yeah, talking about affiliates, doing all the new stuff, experimenting with how they present their sites and getting those coveted spots in the big results like online bingo, just because they have optimized ideally perfectly for these people also ask bits, is something that I could confirm from my experience consulting both large brands and small affiliates or smallish affiliates. Affiliates win because they are a lot more flexible. And this is something that a lot of SEO people working for large brands could probably confirm. And they are probably, if any of them are sitting and watching this, they are probably nodding, agreeing with us now.
Definitely.
But unfortunately, the amount of red tape and bureaucracy at the large brands is enormous. And basically, to get any change approved for a site, it takes ages and it takes many, many levels of approvals.
Yeah,
And because of
absolutely.
that, the large sites, the large brands, as strong as they may be with their fantastic marketing budgets, can easily lose to one quick affiliate who takes decisions themselves and who just sits down and tweaks their site and optimizes it and implements whatever new markup might help them rank, whatever new layout may help them rank, whatever new tricks they could come up with that perhaps increase their chances of appearing in the top competitive SERPs. So yay, you go affiliates.
I'm always a good fan of affiliates. I love to see them doing a good job. Now, like I said, we could do better with that table, but I love to see affiliates just pushing themselves in there where brands are really owning it. And also, they're really owning that what is the best online bingo site from an affiliate point of view.
Which is the best online bingo site? Yes. Here we have something else which I would like to draw any Googler's attention to, if anybody from Google is watching this. This is a featured snippet. How helpful is this? So basically, we've got this screen of results. The first four results are ads. Then there goes this featured snippet, which is totally useless if you ask me, and it's so ugly.
Yeah,
Look at
that's
this.
terrible. It really is.
Basically,
Really bad quality.
This is another table, another affiliate table, which bingo is another huge affiliate. So if we go onto that site, this is the table, and basically it doesn't even show the names of the actual bingo sites. They just show play, TNCs apply, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Why? Because here they don't have the name and text, they just have the logo.
The logo, yeah.
Right? So play, TNCs apply. I mean, how useful is that? I mean, this is the worst featured snippet I have seen in a long time, perhaps.
Yeah, come on, Google. You can do better than that. We know you can do better than that. But why
There are
have they
some
got
really
that featured
useful
snippet?
featured snippets out there. So this does not belong here.
Yeah.
If you can't make it better, just remove it from these SERPs, because this is not helping anybody. It is perhaps helping this site get clicks, because it says more items, so people might be clicking to see if there is anything more useful that they could see, especially that it takes so much scrolling to get to anything more informative. So then this is the first organic result after people also ask, after this featured snippet, and after 4 ads.
Yeah.
So basically, that's a lot of scrolling until you get to the actual sites ranking here organically.
Yeah, and useful sites. So, you've got your Foxy Bingos, but you've also got Winka Bingo, but you've also got some affiliates in here.
Yep. This is the space where affiliates thrive because this is this longer type of query.
Yeah.
Which is much better for the affiliates to rank for. They don't have to compete with all these large brands.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a very, very targeted query for people who probably want to just go and play. So this is good from the conversions point of view, I suppose.
Absolutely. And probably because people are looking for trusted sites. If they click through to that search result from the people also ask, it gives them a degree of confidence that what they're seeing is something that will actually be, well, they would hope, peer-reviewed. I'm not saying that they're not, but there might be a bias in there about what the top sites are.
Right. So
how are they getting there? So for online bingo, we've looked at online bingo, we've looked at people also ask, but what we really should be looking at is how are the people getting in to the SERPs to rank, even when they're a bad result, a bad quality of result. So I guess the way we normally look at that is looking at links, link profiles.
And for this, we have this handy bulk backlink checker from Majestic. And I have used these 9 sites, out of which onlinebingo.co.uk is an affiliate, but the rest are all the large brands that we see ranking in the online bingo SERPs here.
Yep.
So what I've done is I ran a quick report for all of these sites. And what is interesting here is this onlinebingo.co.uk affiliate site has 2,200 links, right? Whereas some of the biggest brand sites like Mirror Bingo and Sun Bingo have millions of links. This one has 1,700,000 links, and this one has over 3 million links. So that is very impressive, and that is very difficult to compete with unless you're trying to beat them on quality.
Exactly, which seems to be what the case is here, because although you've got a high citation flow and trust flow coming out of those sites, they're not ranking very well. They're ranking at the bottom of page 1.
Indeed, they are ranking somewhere way below the fold. There's Sun Bingo, there's Mirror Bingo. So basically some of the last results on the page. And who's winning? Foxy Bingo.
Yeah.
And if we look here, Foxy Bingo is one of the first sites ranking here. So Mecha Bingo, Gala Bingo, and then Foxy Bingo, if I'm not mistaken. Number 4 is Foxy Bingo.
Yeah.
So if we look at Foxy Bingo, they only have 500,000 links. But
only.
Only compared to those millions of links, right? I mean, we're not comparing them to onlinebingo.co.uk with their measly 2,000 links. But, I mean, if they are brands, we're comparing them to other brands. And they probably have compatible budgets. So,
you would think, but like Jackpot Joy are a fairly significant brand here in the UK. Maybe not as big as Tombola, but still big. And yet, what am I seeing here on this analysis? One link.
But here's the difference. For these, we are looking at the domain level because they are specifically bingo-related domains. They have nothing but bingo. Jackpot Joy is your typical online casino, which has everything. From betting to online slots to perhaps roulette and bingo on the side.
Yeah. And yet one link to that subsection, that subfolder.
That actual subfolder, that's bingo. And if we look at this one's links in detail, the entire domain, of course, has a lot more links. They have 17,000 links, which is still not that much, really.
Yeah, I mean, if we were
comparing to
saying
other brands.
Foxy, Foxy has 500,000. They've
Yes.
got less than 20,000, and yet they're still ranking
And they're
in the
still
top
ranking.
20. They're ranking in the top 10.
Mhm.
So they're ranking exceptionally well. And of course, when we were looking into this,
Gala Bingo, look at this, just 35,000 links.
yeah. Well,
Right?
once upon a time, they were an offline, because they were an offline bingo hall, and of course, they've now rebranded to Buzz, and so we've lost our Gala Bingos, and we've introduced Buzz Bingo, and that's a separate brand in the SERP. So now
here's Buzz Bingo in here as well with their 15,000 links.
Yeah. So they've got half as many again, but they're coming up fast as their offline presence helps boost their online. And of course, that means JVC Holdings has 2 bites the cherry now in the top 10.
Yeah,
They've
their
got
2 sites are ranking in the same SERPs.
Yeah.
And basically, yeah, I suppose the brand recognition actually helps them. As we look at those suggested queries, yeah, well, Gala Bingo is here. Buzz Bingo is also here.
Yeah.
And this is for the generic online bingo query. These are the top suggested related searches which people are looking for, along with Foxy and Mecca.
Exactly. Although interestingly, when you do type in Gala Bingo as a search, at least for me, one of the people also asked was, what happened to Gala Bingo? So despite the fact that they've disappeared off of our high street, so to speak, when I did the search here for me, it might not come up for you. Depends.
What happened to Gala Bingo? Yes.
Exactly.
Yep.
And you'll notice that your Gala Bingo local search results include Buzz, because Buzz Bingo is the Gala Bingo rebranded.
Which is reflected in this answer from Wikipedia being cited. And that's the article about Buzz Bingo.
Exactly.
And there they mentioned that it was formerly operating as Gala Bingo.
Yep. And Gala Bingo had a very strong brand recognition in the UK. They had a lot of offline advertising. They had their traditional bingo halls, which were well branded. And so they were very popular and easy to remember brand name. Now, going to Buzz, it's really interesting to see them keep the Gala Bingo online at least, and have this new Buzz Bingo launching offline as well as on.
That's a great strategy. Instead of merging the sites, why not keep both of them online? And just have 2 bites of the pie.
Absolutely. I'm a huge advocate of, especially in this case where Gala has such a strong brand, of keeping that original brand still going, still as an online interest, and then launching the new brand with its own branding and its own online visibility.
If possible, because sometimes it might not be legally possible for the company owning the brand for whatever reasons. But yeah, whenever that is possible, I would totally vote for keeping the original brand as well.
Definitely.
Because if we look at the
top 3 here,
history of the top sites ranking. So as of now, the top 3 sites ranking are Mecca Bingo, Gala Bingo, and Buzz Bingo, as per Systrix data. And this is the report in Systrix that shows the ranking history for a term, which is very interesting. So basically, they take the top 3 sites as of now, and they show you the history of those sites ranking over time. So basically, for the whole year, what we see is these 3 sites keep ranking, except Buzz Bingo has become much stronger over time over the last year. So it was ranking somewhere in the top 20. Now it's ranking in the top 3.
Yep.
Which is great results. Actually,
they've done it before back in...
It's number 4, but yeah, anyway.
They've done it before earlier in the fall of last year, and then they dropped off, and now they've come back. But as a bingo site, it is really difficult to push into that top 10. So well done them. Plus, Foxy Bingo is holding in there. I haven't seen many offline adverts for Foxy, but I expect to see them soon. Mr. Green was on recently, so I expect to see Foxy back on our screens quite soon. And also that annoying Sun Bingo lady.
Right. But yeah, this just shows how difficult it is to break through and get into these SERPs. Basically, the top 5 is owned, totally owned by the same sites all the time. And they hardly ever change their spots, regardless of the updates, regardless of anything.
Yeah, Mecca and Gala, and this is probably why they've kept the Gala name. Mecca and Gala own that top 2 spots.
Yeah, it would have been suicidal to do anything to that site at this point.
Yeah, you don't want to be taking away. Plus, the reassuring nature of a brand that you don't want to be taking that away and suddenly pushing them through to a Buzz Bingo site, which has a bit of a different look and feel. For anybody who goes and looks at the two, you'll notice that you're on a different site. So you have that reassuring Gala, and not forcing them to the Buzz. So I think that's a really smart move on GVC Holdings' side.
Yeah, totally. So I guess this is it for today. I hope you enjoyed it.
Absolutely. I mean, I always have fun picking apart people's SERPs and what they're doing behind the scenes. So it's lovely to see so many affiliates pushing themselves into the top 10 through People Also Ask.
Yes, and if you are a brand, all I can say is I really commiserate with all the bureaucracy.
Oh, we both do.
I hope all the SEOs working for those large brands would be able to fight and stick to their point and somehow find a way to prove that some changes are necessary.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to listen to your SEO, because always the professional ones among us have your best interests at heart as a business.
Always listen to your SEO, actually.
Yeah, always listen to your SEO, especially when they say, I need a bigger budget for chocolate for my desk.
Right. Okay, so this was the SERP show, and next week we'll be back. Feel free to suggest any topics you would like us to look
Absolutely.
at next.
I think we're already going to be poking into the world of CBD oil. And of course, we're probably at some point going to look at casinos, because really, you and I, we can't not look at online casinos.
I'm just too addicted to casino SERPs.
It's like the Viagra SERP. They're so much fun.
Yeah.
So until next time, we will say adieu for now and see you soon.
Have a nice day, everybody, and thanks for joining us. Subscribe so that you don't miss the next episode.
Absolutely.